Previously, on The World in an Island, we kickstarted our journey with Mathura's prominent beaches. The tranquil blue beach, a surfer's euphoria, Hikkaduwa beach, Mirissa Lanka, Doctor's house, Valigamma's The Cliff, and the Radisson in Gaul. If you haven't watched the first episode of the series, the link is posted in the description. Don't forget, or you will miss out on the best beaches this island's southern coast has to offer. The next chapter begins here, as Waves and Wonders presents the second half of Lankan Miami beach tours, starting off with Hikkaduwa. Coral reefs lie abundant under the aquamarine waters, and another adventure awaits, from a simple swim on the surface to a dive into a world under the sea. Let's not forget that there isn't just one surfer's turf on the island. Hikkaduwa proudly stands in the top 8 seasonal surfing spots here. As somebody who has set herself a goal to conquer every wave around the island, my travel partner has descended into the seas yet again. As she embarks on her journey, let's not forget to have our own fun. The coast offers a variety of entertainment and relaxation for us chill adventurers, like exciting boat rides, strolling around restaurants, cafes and bars.
Good afternoon, ඉතාමත් ලස්සන බීච් එකක්. ඒ කිව්වොත් දෙසැම්බර් ජනවාරි මාසයේ ඉතාමත් ගොඩක් විදේශ පුද්ගලයන් මේ බීච් එකේ ඉන්නවා. මොකද මේ බීච් ලංකාවේ ඉතාමත් ජනප්‍රිය බීච් එකක්. ඒ වගේම මම හැමෝටම කියනවා මේ එන්න මේකේ ආස්වාදයේ විඳින්න. එහෙනම් අපිත් එක්ක සර්ෆ් කරන්න. මගේ සර්ෆ් ස්කූල් එකේ නම Glenross සර්ෆ් ස්කූල්. අපි හොඳ වෙල්කම් එකක් අපිලා හොඳට අපි කියන මේ ක්‍රීඩා උගන්වනවා. ඒ වගේම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට සෑහලුවෙන් ඉන්නද ඔයගොල්ලන්ට ලස්සන බීච් එකක්, ඒ වගේම හොඳ රෙස්ටුරන්ට් කැෆේ ඕනේ ඔයගොල්ලන් පාඩි උනත් ඔයාලා ලස්සන සෑහලු ඉන්න පුළුවන්. ඒ වගේම ලස්සන view එකක් තියෙනවා. ඒ වගේම නාන්නද පොඩි ළමයිටද ලොකු කට්ටියටද ඕන සියලුම වයසේ සීමාවක් නැතුව ඕන විදිහට මෙහෙ නාන්න පුළුවන්. මොකද අපේ ලයිෆ් ගාඩ් පොලිස් කට්ටිය හැමදාම ඉන්නවා. ඒකින්ද කිසිම ප්‍රශ්නයක් නැහැ ඒකට. ඒ වගේම ඔයගොල්ලන්ට හැම දිනකටම මම ආදරෙන් ඉල්ලන්නේ ඔයගොල්ලන් එන්න ඇවිල්ලා මේකේ රසස්වාදී විඳලා ඔයගොල්ලන් මෙතනින් හොඳ දෙයක් කියලා මෙහෙ යන්න. ඒ වගේම ඒ කියන්නේ මම කිව්වොත් ගොඩක් කට්ටිය ආවෙන් පස්සේ කියන්නේ කිසිම ස්ක්‍රීන් කියන හැමදේම ගාබේජ් හැමතැනම දානවා. ඒ කියන්නේ ඒ දේවල් අරන් යන්නේ මම හැමදාම කියන්නේ මේක අපරිදු කරන්නේ නැතුව ඇවිත් ලස්සන විඳලා තමන්ගේ ලස්සන කාලය හොඳින් ගත කරලා මේ ඕගොල්ලෝ ගමට රටට යන්න කියලා තමයි ඉල්ලන්නේ.
Meet our furry friend, a notorious little puppy to keep you guys company on the show. I named thee Bob. Now I know you guys love your personal space, but guess what? Bob loves your personal space too. He's waiting to meet you guys, so don't forget to visit and say hello. Bob and I were waiting for our travel buddy to return from her surfing mission. But because I get hungry every 2 hours, I decided to head over to the next door restaurant, Mama's Beach. This aesthetic seaside restaurant had everything I needed for a perfect filling lunch. From the variety of food that they have to offer, I recommend their seafood platter, and to top it up with your favorite drink, especially after a good day's adventure. You can tell we had fun, especially when our lovely young lady here couldn't contain her inner child after seeing the swing beside the restaurant, and spent her time flying over the waves. I was surprised she didn't fall in. By now, it was time for us to head back because we knew we had much more to explore, covering many more places within a certain amount of time.
See you again. Bye-bye.
Despite our departure, my heart ached to return to these shores, embrace the salty breeze and the calling of the waves. An unforgettable experience, I say. I personally enjoyed the next destination, especially because of its unique reef. Moving on to Thalpe Beach in Martara. I honestly have no idea how they did it, but 50 years ago, locals carved these rectangular pools in the reef to make coir, by soaking coconut husks inside to separate the coir from the husks. But after realizing the significance of these reefs, this practice was abandoned. But the pools remained and has become a marvelous spectacle in the beach. Now that these rocky reefs have formed natural pools, feel free to enjoy the feeling of splashing your legs seated on the ledge or using them as your very own natural salty jacuzzi. It's safe, it's human friendly if you watch out for sea urchins, and definitely worth experiencing. If you ever want to simply take a stroll on the beach or witness a marvelous phenomenon such as these mini seabeds, then do not miss out on this location. Now this destination is exactly how it looks. A daring yet serene boat ride through the forestry of mangroves across the live waters of the Koggala Lake. My team and I kept betting that we would end up stranded in the middle of this ginormous lake, as we were almost convinced we were lost. Because everywhere we looked, 360 around, we saw trees and water. Just ivory green trees and acres of water. But we were not worried at all. Our guide knew these waters all too well. Every turn he took it with utmost confidence, as if these waters were the streets of his own. It may seem that there is nothing much to see, but that's not true at all. In fact, you would be amazed at what you would find in the depths of these mangroves. Within the canopies of lush greenery, you will be able to see the entire step-by-step process of Sri Lanka's authentic trademark spice, an essential ingredient in our daily lives: cinnamon. A short walk would lead you to a local's home, where you will be shown how cinnamon is made from scratch. It's an interesting process, even which amused me, as I have always wanted to see how it's made. The cinnamon tea itself is nutritious, filled with antioxidants, and is the magical stress reliever you may have never known about. With a strong taste and scent, these natural spices are stronger than the rolls found in stores. So if you want the real deal, this is where you can buy them. Okay, I don't know whether it was the cinnamon or the rush of adrenaline of being in the middle of a vast lake, but my travel partner suddenly felt brave enough to sit on the bow of the boat. I was kind enough to allow her to do so, given her history of near-death experiences because of her adventurous nature. Regardless, I was relieved that the ride back was smooth sailing, without losing any of my darling teammates in the process. Our next destination holds an experience that will remain in the hearts forever. The southern coast's proudest turtle hatchery in Hikkaduwa. Beside the sea turtle beach lies a hatchery and rescue center, where turtle eggs are buried under safe grounds until they are hatched. The injured are kept for rehabilitation, and the ones who land on our beaches are protected until they are healthy enough to swim in the deep sea again.
රාත්‍රී කාලේට මූදු වෙරළ දාන පිටර ටික කට්ටිය රැකලා ඉඳලා මේක ගන්නවා මේක රුපියල් 50ට වගේ විකුණනවා කෑමට අපි ඒගොල්ලොන්ගෙන් තමයි වැඩි මුදලක් දීලා පිටර ටික එකතු කරගන්නේ. එකතු කරන් ඇවිල්ලා මෙතන බලවල් හදලා යට කරනවා. දවස් 47කට පස්සේ මෙතනින් පැටවුන දෙනවා. හැබැයි හොඳට ඉරේලිය තියෙනවා. වහිනවා නම් එක දිගට දින 60ක් 65ක් යනවා. මේ පිටර වලින් එන පැටවු ටික අරන් අපි ටැංකියට දාලා එක නයිට් එකයි හවස 6න් පස්සේ මූදු වෙරළ කියලා මෙතන ගන්න කරලා යවනවා. ලංකාවේ ඉන්න කැස්පියා වර්ග 5ක් ලෝකෙම ඉන්න කැස්පියා වර්ග 7යි. විතර සයිස් තමයි වර්ග අඳුර ගන්න පුළුවන්. ගොඩක් වෙලාවට කොමන්ම මෙහි ග්‍රීන් ටර්ටල් ඔලිව් රිඩ්ලි කියන වර්ග දෙක. අම්මා විතර දානකොට විතර 100ත් 150ත් අතර ප්‍රමාණයක් දානවා. ඒ දාන විතර වලින් 90%ක්ම හැච් වෙනවා. අය තමයි නරක වෙන්නේ. ඒ පැටව දැන් ස්වභාවික මුහුදු වෙරළ හැදෙනවා නම් ඒ මොහොතේ මේ ආවිදගෙන මුහුදට යනවා. 175ක් මුහුදු වෙරළ මරනවා මේ කාක්කා ලීනිය උගුස්ස ආයාලේ යන බල්ලා කලබගා මිදල කනවා. ඒ වගේම 125ක් වගේ මුහුදට යනවා. ඒ මුහුදට යන ප්‍රමාණය 101ක් වගේ තමයි හැදෙන්නේ. මෝර පරව තෝර කාලා. හරි අමාරු ලොකු සතෙක් වෙන්න මොකද පිළිපස්ලා වැඩි. උදා කාලේ අම්මා තාත්තා මෙයාව ආරක්ෂා කරනවා. එතන අන්තයි දුරු බවට පස්සේම පැටව. එයා ලොකු සතෙක් තුනක් මුහුදේදී ඒ ගානු සත්වය ආපස්සට හොයාගෙන එනවා විතර දාන්නේ බීච් එකම. අම්මා උරුද්දකට පාරක් ඇවිල්ලා විතර දාන්නේ ඒ බීච් එකේමයි. ඒ කවදාරි විතර වලින් බිවෙන කිව්වා කවුරු කියන පස්සේ ගානු මේ ඉන්නේ මේ ග්‍රීන් ටර්ටල් කෙනෙක්. දායකපටිලා තමයි කියනවා යම් මාසයක් කියලා වගේ වෙනවා. මෙයා තවස්සිය කාලයක් අපි ළඟ ඉන්නවා. ඊට පස්සේ අපි නම දස් කරලා යනවා.
Don't they remind you of Crush and Squirt from Finding Nemo? Well, these intelligent creatures play an intricate part of our ecosystem as they maintain the health of our oceans. This hatchery takes utmost care of its turtles, ensuring they reach their natural habitat safely. If you catch the perfect season, you may even spend a night in the closest hotel and come witness the passing of the turtles yourself. They are adorably little. You cannot simply ignore holding one. Oh no, she's at it again. I had a hard time making sure she didn't kidnap the fellow, knowing how much she was starting to love these little creatures. I'm sure this turtle could read her mind. Look at it trying to escape. If only they could talk. Say hello to the owners as they welcome everyone with a heartwarming smile and open arms. We were on our way now to a significant traditional stronghold where 7 generations of culture preservation has made our southern region proud. This is where you will witness the art of Sri Lankan mask carving and mask dancing. The Aryapala traditional masks in Ambalangada. There is a diverse range of wooden masks, all colorful, illustrious, and sometimes intimidating, in different forms, shapes, and sizes. These masks were used to represent partaking in rituals to heal the sick and exorcist demons in our history. If I were an evil spirit, I would definitely run away after seeing that mask being worn on someone. With over 150 years of experience, this establishment preserves the art of craftsmanship, meticulous carving and painting, holding on to our traditions as we should. It's time, guys. It's time we venture into the depths of the mountains and onto our final destination. Let's take you through the luxurious accommodation, Glenross Living, a charming retreat at the zenith of the southern hillside. Where grandeur meets this humble establishment, you will find yourself immersed in comfort and hospitality. Have your parents ever told you how they used to commute to school? Climbing up trees, over wired fences, across hills and all? Making going to school sound like they are trekking Mount Everest? Well, if you decide to walk towards the hotel, you'll experience something very similar. But even if you do go by vehicle like us, it's still no easy feat. Doesn't it sound super adventurous? Here you will be attended to whatever it is you need, be at an outdoor spa or a serving of your craved refreshments. This is your call for a getaway where all you need to do is relax. With a view as mesmerising and breathtaking, you will find yourself staring outside the windows, taking in the alluring sight, all your worries fading away, as there is nothing standing between you and the exemplary break you need. Its spacious rooms make the perfect abode. Embrace its luxurious comfort, a pleasant stay like no other. Be surrounded by the celestial hills, under cerulean blue skies, and the utmost tranquil silence, with only the faint chirps of birds and whispers of the wind rustling in the trees. Nestled amidst an ancient plantation, these modern luxury villas with its own private pools may be just the retreat you have been waiting for.
So, 4 friends from UK, 2 English, 1 Welsh, and 1 Scottish guy came. They settled all in this area, and from one bungalow you could have line of sight to the other bungalow. So every evening they can give a signal saying everything is safe and so forth. In terms of the build, this dates back to 1870. It was done by a Scottish guy, and Glen means water. So Glenross, there must have been a stream of water or something. So that's where the name comes from. In terms of the present owner, this was acquired in 1991. And then this whole bungalow was derelict. There were trees growing out of the house. The roof was missing. There were animals living. Bats and other types of birds had made their home here. So from there, he made it into a more family holiday home. That was up until 2021 when we opened this in this new state. So villas were added to give it that difference in terms of modern, and still you have the old world style in the bungalow. And of course then we opened up to wellness aspect as well. So we are currently having 2 spas, yoga master from India, and we hope to have an Ayurvedic treatment center as well. So that's kind of in a nutshell what this property is about. But in terms of where we position ourselves, it's a luxury boutique hotel that you still can enjoy everything that is to do with luxury and holidays thrown in with wellness.
Okay.
Does that make sense?
Good.
Okay.
Thank you so much.
If you're worried about not having many activities during your stay, fear not. If it starts raining, spending quality time indoors is optional. The cool weather being perfect to relax, or you can definitely spend some time in the gym. On sunny days, you can partake in Angampura training sessions. This is an ancient Sri Lankan traditional martial art, dating back to 33,000 years, originating from the Yaksha tribe. These fighting lessons may come in handy, you know, in case you encounter a bear or leopard. Trust me guys, running can't save you, but these cool techniques just might. Don't worry, there aren't any wild beasts residing in these parts of the southern region. The only creature that you may encounter could be a macaque monkey. During the seasons where the weather remains bright, warm and sunny, you could always trek the mountains, go on adventurous hikes, and spend some time around Sacramento nature. Of course, I wouldn't leave out my favorite part of any vacation. The abundance of local cuisines will always find you wherever you go. Watch out for the little daredevil squirrels though. If you're not looking, it won't hesitate to steal a bite from your food. Reminds me of me sometimes. This is your chance to have freedom at your grasp. The will to enjoy a holiday till you are satisfied and travel to your heart's content. More adventures and crusades await, so do not hesitate to join us on our journey as we take you to witness the world in an island.